Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on another one. Today, we're back with a fragrance review, and this fragrance was extremely popular, extremely popular, even though it's not new. I heard more about this fragrance later in this year, 2021. And so I finally got my hands on it. It's a pricey one. It's definitely a niche fragrance that is quite pricey. But when I saw that bottle, ooh, if you guys are interested in hearing my opinion on M.Micallif Ylang in gold, then definitely stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Karina Waldron. I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and become a part of our YouTube family. Also, press that like button as it helps my channel a lot. And let's get into it. So here is that bad boy over here. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm going to show you guys the packaging real quick and how it is presented. It comes in this cardboard box right here. Love this textured label that they have going on, and then the fragrance. Hello. I mean, you guys see it, right? How beautiful is this bottle? But let me just shake it up and give you guys the full effect of this fragrance. Is that not a beauty of a I have never seen juice look like this. It's like silk in a bottle. Wow. So when it comes to the note breakdown on Fragrantica, it is absolutely insane. There are so many top notes in this fragrance. So I'm actually just going to hit up the actual website to the brand and see what they have going on here. Okay, this is an floral oriental, that's what it's described as. It is top notes geranium and citrus. The middle notes we have sandalwood and ylang ylang, and in the base note we have coconut and vanilla. A lot more simplified and easy to understand. So the description of this fragrance is sun-drenched. Ylang in Gold is a radiant fragrance with intriguing exotic accords. Its sensual texture lays a delicate veil of pearly gold on the skin. So I have here the 100 ml, and on their website, this retails for £225. So I will link everything down below. If I find an American and a Canadian website, I will link it down below. The juice, when you actually spray it, you do get this color tone on your skin. So you want to be careful. Do not spray this on your clothes, because you will get like this tone. I will show you guys. Hopefully my camera will pick it up. I'm going to go in the light and spray it. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to pick it up, but you will get this gold kind of tone on your skin. It's a little bit of a shimmer. It's very, very light, the shimmer, but you will get it on your skin. Once you rub it in, it becomes slightly faint, but I still see it a little bit. So you know, I love spraying fragrances on my clothing a lot of the times, but this one is definitely a no-no for me, especially on white clothing or even black clothing. Just don't spray it on your clothing. So be well aware of that aspect of the juice. Now, the smell. Okay, this is a very vanillic fragrance. It's definitely vanilla dominant. It's a very rich vanilla. It's very heavy in the vanilla tone. It smells like an authentic vanilla to me. It's borderline lactonic in my opinion when I smell this one. So if you don't like overly creamy, sort of milky fragrances, this is one you might want to at least get a tester first before purchasing. But if you love your creamy, milky, vanilla type of fragrances, think of like a vanilla custard, you are going to enjoy this one. The floral tones in here are very prominent to me. I definitely get this mix of like vanilla and floral freshness in this fragrance. And even the floral tones are quite how can I put this? Quite creamy in itself, you know? There is this strange thing about this fragrance that I cannot pinpoint that gives a bit of a slightly, I don't know if it's medicinal, but there's this tone in this fragrance that is different and definitely pulls a lot more unique, but I don't know if I love it just yet. The vanilla aspect and the floral tones in here, I actually really, really love, and it gives me this gorgeous kind of slightly gourmand take on this fragrance without it being too much. For me, I don't get much of the citrus tones. Even in the opening, barely any citrus tone. To me, it's more of that ylang ylang, that coconut, that vanilla. It's very creamy, creamy, creamy that I get from the top. And then in the dry down, you definitely pick up more on that creaminess from that coconut, and the vanilla is definitely going to stay throughout the entire life of this fragrance. It is just a very lactonic, creamy fragrance. To me, the coconut in here is more of like this creamy coconut, like coconut cream, rather than coconut water, and it adds to that richness in this fragrance. Now, Ylang in gold, I don't know if I would perceive it as smelling like gold or rich, to be completely honest, but this is definitely a unique take on a vanilla based fragrance to me. I don't have anything in my collection that smells like this at all, and if you love your very authentic vanilla fragrances, this is one you might want to check out, because the vanilla is very, very in the forefront, and it's a heavy dose of vanilla mixed in with that coconut. It gives you a little bit of a slightly tropical take. Yeah, it gives me slightly tropical vibes, but I don't know how this fragrance will do in a very, very, very hot weather, because it's so like milky, like it's very creamy, like that it might become a little too cloying for super hot weathers. I could be completely wrong, and if you have this fragrance and you've been wearing it during super hot days, leave a comment down below and let us all know how it's worked out for you. But I've only worn this on mildly cool days and slightly warm but not very hot days, and I think it's worked out really, really well. Haven't received any compliments, I'll be completely honest, but for me personally, I do like wearing this fragrance. It's not a love just yet, but I'm getting there. It's like every single time I wear this, I like it more and more. So it's one of those fragrances that kind of is growing on me. It wasn't a love at first sniff, but it's starting to grow on me. And I do find that this is a gorgeous base for layering fragrances. If you want a really creamy touch to any of your fragrances, this is a beautiful one to have as a base for that. And I think it's definitely that combo of the vanilla and the coconut. That richness is really beautiful. And I want to say that I do mention that this is slightly creamy and lactonic, but it's not as heavy as, say, Gerzoff Italica. That one is definitely milk, like heavy milky vibes. This is slightly there. It's kind of like a whipping cream. It's a little bit looser. It's a little bit creamier. But you do, on my skin, I definitely get that aspect. Now in the dry down, it slightly diminishes slightly, but it's kind of still there. God, I hope I'm making sense here. Oh, it's the vanilla for me. It's the coconut for me. The floral tones are going to bring a little freshness in there. They're going to stay in the background slightly, and the coconut and the vanilla are definitely more in the forefront for me. That ylang ylang adds a lot more creaminess also to this fragrance. It's all in all a very creamy vanilla fragrance. If you love vanilla scents, definitely try it out. Get yourself a sample, because it is not a cheap one, but I really, really like it. To me, it's very feminine. I don't find this unisex. it is feminine. It's not juvenile, so I do find it's a little bit more sophisticated of a vanilla scent. It is, there is character to this scent because I find it quite unique, but I don't find that this develops a lot over time. The base notes pull through really fast and kind of stay like that throughout the entire day. So don't worry about this switching up on you after like an hour, because I find what you see is what you get, especially in the first couple of minutes in that dry down. That's what you're going to get throughout the entire day. And I really, really like it. In terms of the projection and the lasting ability, this is a 10 out of 10. So all in all, this is a very short and sweet and to the point video, I think. This is a really beautiful vanilla scent. I definitely enjoy it. I love to wear this more for a date night or like a special occasion. I don't find this is a very casual scent, but that my mind might change once we get to a very colder days, because this is very warm and kind of cozy and sophisticated. So I'm really excited to wear this when winter hits and see how I feel about it, maybe in a really warm fluffy sweater. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's not much to say about this fragrance. It's just a very warm, cozy, vanilla, coconutty, tropical like scent to me. It is beautiful and unique, so I understand the hype behind it, and I'm really glad that I finally have it in my collection. A little scared to get it on my clothes, but because the quality is so amazing in terms of the projection and the lasting ability, I don't feel like I need to spray this on clothes. I do a couple of sprays behind my neck and I am good to go for the entire day. So yeah, guys, that is my take on this fragrance. I hope you guys enjoy it and heard something new and cool today. Definitely leave your comments down below, as I'd love to chat with y'all, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao!